Namaste from Dhananjay Kumar and welcome to our continued journey to greatest minds of the world through their quotations. The topic for this video is pain. Now the first quotation on pain is by Nisargadatta Maharaj, and he gives a good message to remove, avoid, or if you have to, bear the pain. Before pain was, you were. After pain had gone, you remained. Pain is transient. You are not. It's kind of subtle way of expressing a very vast body of wisdom. That before pain was, you were. In other words, when you did not have pain of any kind, physical, mental, social, relationships, whatever, before the pain, you were. That's how pain came to you. Before the pain, you were. After pain had gone, you are. So before and after, you exist. Pain is transient, it's temporary, it comes and goes. But you are. So the emphasis on your self-confidence, self-realization, trusting yourself that pains are temporary, you will get over with it. But not waiting that pain will get over on its own. Where possible, you make the effort. You try to avoid the pain, remove the pain, reduce the pain. If you are sick, take some medication or some nourishing good food and rest. All those things are your duty. But do not consider pain as something permanent. You are more permanent. Pain is transient. This short quotation by Kathleen Casey. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable does not mean perpetually pain is inevitable. That pain is not something permanent. Pain can come and go. Pain is inevitable. It comes and goes and comes back. So throughout your lifespan, you'll find that it's not a one time or two times that you have painful experience or injury of any kind. It comes and goes. So pain cannot be totally avoided from your life. That your life is totally painless throughout. That is unlikely. But suffering is optional. If you have a pain, suffering is mental. Pain can be mostly physical. If you are in pain, if you are injured, but you start suffering, which means you also get mentally disabled, then you will not be able to do anything about it. Therefore, consider pain to be inevitable. From time to time it will come. But you will make an attempt to prevent or remove the pain rather than keep suffering a mental torture because of the pain. So this is a good practical lesson. And Nisargadatta Maharaj further clarifies that point, that pain is physical, suffering is mental. Pain is physical and suffering is mental. Pain is essential for the survival of the body, but none compels you to suffer. Now, why he is saying that pain is essential for survival of the body? Because pain is a message that you get to change your diet, change your habit, or make some change in your life to avoid pain. If there is no pain, you will probably have a sickly life throughout because you did not know that you need to take remedial action. For example, if you have a fever, then it's uncomfortable. So if you know that fever is some sort of an infection and body is trying to react, so that is a message, and you will avoid that kind of infection, or if necessary get some medication. Or that if you are injured in your toes while walking, you hit a rock, you feel pain. So that is the body's message that don't hit the rock next time. Avoid, look at the ground you are walking on. So pain is a message for survival of your body. But because of that, it does not compel you to suffer mentally. It compels you to take remedial action to avoid the pain. But you should not be suffering after that. You should not be suffering because of you had a pain or you were temporarily sick. So he has clarified the previous quotation further. Pain is physical, suffering is mental. Pain is essential for the survival of the body, but none compels you to suffer. This last quotation is also from Nisargadatta Maharaj. This separation between pain and pleasure breaks down. In other words, they are not two distinct dimensions of living. This separation between pain and pleasure breaks down because both become experience. You experience pain and experience pleasure. Now, final word is, it is painful when you resist and joyful when accepted. Even pain can become joyful if you accept the pain and remove it. That is a joyful experience. Because pain and pleasure are two sides of the same coin. One without the other is not possible. When you are in a state of pleasure, only then you experience pain more severely. If you are insensitive to pleasure, then pain will feel like pleasure sometimes, and pleasure will feel like pain. You cannot distinguish. So the separation between pain and pleasure breaks down. He is trying to give us the wisdom to treat them equally, equanimically. Both become experiences. If you treat both pain and pleasure as experiences, then you will live a very comfortable, stable, sustainable life. It is painful, that experience is painful when you resist it, and joyful when you accept. So with this, I'll close this video and we'll meet again soon. Until then, Namaste from Dhananjay.